What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Official Ace, man.
It's QCA SHAUN. We back at it again with another motherfucking reaction.
Another reaction video, man.
We're
finna react to The Most Beautiful Life Goes On. The story of BTS.
My fault, I'm eating. Man, y'all been getting a lot of requests. Y'all want us to learn more about BTS, so we gonna do some long stuff for y'all, man. Y'all been showing a lot of love. We gonna do the videos and the reactions y'all want, so we got y'all, man.
Before this video start, could y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all. We almost at fucking 7K. I can't believe it. 7K. I don't know why, but I feel like we're gonna be at like 10 in no time.
And we gotta drop them.
I'm just gonna start saying road to 10K, man.
Then we gotta drop a fucking video.
For real, but we're gonna get right into this reaction video. Let's go.
Today, everyone knows the name of BTS. They've been invited onto late-night talk shows, they've shattered records, they've sold out stadiums, they've made it onto the big screen. These days, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't know who these guys were, or at least haven't heard one of their songs. And if they don't, either they've been living under a rock, or they're 100 years old. The success of the Bangtan Boys is...
He said y'all has been living under a rock. We was living under a rock at one point, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, we was. Down below. Down below.
Worldwide. But it wasn't always like this. The very existence of BTS can be owed to its founding father, an innovator by the name of Hitman Bang. His idea to create a rap group was somewhat inspired by YG. In the late 90s, he experimented with this idea with different trainees, eventually choosing 7 members. And while 3 of them eventually left, the remaining 4, Teddy, Danny, Jinhwan, and Baekhyun, debuted in 1990.
Who is them?
It was the startup or BTS.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. So
there was a group before the new group.
Oh, wow. I'm glad y'all requested this real stuff.
Yeah, for real.
Thank y'all.
As One Time. Their first album, titled One Time for Your Mind.
You really learn something new every day, man.
Right.
Yeah, that shit crazy, Ace.
Yeah, for real, really do.
It was one of the year's best-selling albums and won several awards, including the Global Disc and SBS Music Awards for Best New Artist and KMTV's Award for Best Hip Hop Artist. The group enjoyed moderate success and released 4 more albums before going on indefinite hiatus in 2006 due to their mandatory military service. The year was 2010, and the 5-year-old company, Big Hit Entertainment, had previously signed 2 artists, 88 and 2AM. They had their share of successes, but they were very traditional K-pop groups. Big Hit wanted a fresh, new sound, and upon listening to One Time, CEO Hitman Bang Si-hyuk had decided that that was the sound that he was looking for. And on top of that, the youth needed someone to relate to, and more importantly, look up to. He had decided he would create a hip-hop group.
Damn,
online marketing is a jungle. There are many paths.
Still learning something every day.
Damn, you said somebody the youth can look up to, so he made a hip hop group.
Real talk.
Damn.
That's deep.
That's good.
Alright, my boy.
RM.
At 15 years old, Kim Namjoon auditioned for a certain Big Deal Records, which he completely botched, forgetting the lyrics to the song he was performing. Afterwards, fellow rapper Sleepy recommended that he try auditioning at another label, Big Hit, and even put in a good word for him to one of the producers there. At age 16, Namjoon auditioned in front of Bang Si-hyuk himself, and instantly impressed him. He was offered a deal with Big Hit on the spot, which Namjoon accepted and became a trainee, officially choosing a name for himself, Rap Monster, destined to become the leader of the newly created group. Now that a fearless leader was chosen, they needed more members.
Whoa.
Min Young-gi was a
Min Young-gi. I got it.
17-year-old living in Daegu, an avid basketball player and rapper. He had been interested in music, especially rap, from a very early age. And despite his parents' disapproval, started performing as a rapper while still in high school. He quickly gained attention as a rapper and producer in the underground hip-hop scene. One day he saw a flyer for a rap competition called Hit It and decided to participate. And although he only placed second,
I just have a question for all the Korean fans. Is it easy to blow up out there? Like in Korea? Like,
I feel like
if you start rapping, I don't know. Like, is it easy to blow up? Let me know.
The company hosting the competition, you guessed it, Big Hit, decided to sign him on as a producer. Hitman Bang spoke with him afterwards, convincing him to join a newly created hip-hop group. He told him to just focus on rapping and assured him that he wouldn't need to dance. He was lying. And just like that, the new group had a second member, known as Suga, a combination of the first two syllables of
Oh, Sugar.
Okay.
Okay.
You got that sugar.
My bad. I'm sorry for saying
please.
Sugar. Sugar.
shooting guard, his favorite position in basketball. But they wouldn't stop there. Rappers were nice, but Big Hit actually needed a dancer. Jung Ho-seok always loved dancing. He was in the starting lineup of the dance crew Neuron in his hometown, Gwangju. He was good at it too, winning several local championships and even winning a championship at the national level in 2008. While he did perform at several competitions hosted by JYP and even won some of them, he ultimately went on to audition for a smaller, lesser-known company, Big Hit Entertainment. His dance skills and strong understanding of rhythm made him an instant favorite, and he
he is. He be coming through with the moves every video. I ain't gonna lie.
was signed on as J-Hope. Not only that, but they saw potential in him to become a rapper, which at this point he had little experience with. However, J-Hope made the decision to leave Big Hit until RM convinced both J-Hope and Big Hit that the group wouldn't be complete without him. He was right.
아니 근데 형 항상 좋은 좋은서 와야 된다고 좋은서 안 오면 진짜 안 된다고 그거 멤버 믿고 간 거야 나도 그냥 올해 했고 우리 멤버 보고 왔다 멤버 보고 왔어 진짜 근데 나는 진짜 네가
With the addition of J-Hope, the rap line was complete. Now they needed some singers. Now, just like how RM, an amazing rapper with a ton of experience, was chosen as the first official member of the rap line, it would only make sense that a legendary singer and dancer would be the perfect first member of the vocal line. Right?
Oh, snap.
But Kim Seok-jin didn't have any sort of experience like that. Believe it or not, one day when he was walking on the streets of his hometown, Anyang, he was approached by a representative of SM Entertainment with an offer to work for the company.
What? Man,
I wish
why can't
something
that stuff happen to me, man?
I need something big to just walk up to me and go, you
Put in that work.
work. Need some money.
In typical Jin fashion, he never followed up with it because he believed it to be a scam. Apparently, Jin was a very good-looking guy because years later, this time as a college student in Seoul, he was once again approached on the street, this time by an executive at Big Hit Entertainment. He didn't sing, he didn't dance. He was at school to become an actor, and he decided to audition to become an actor. Big Hit, however, had different plans for him, and convinced him to become a vocalist for their new group. To do so, he literally learned to dance and sing starting from zero, but thankfully, not without help from other vocalists.
Damn. He got it on the mud, man.
It's crazy how people really just come from nothing.
Literally, he just changed his whole life. Like,
Man.
John Jung-kook initially had dreams of becoming a badminton player when he was young, but after seeing G-Dragon perform Heartbreaker on television, it influenced him to want to become a singer instead. Because of this, at only age 14, he decided to audition for the South Korean talent show, Superstar K. He didn't pass auditions, but this was just enough to catch the eye of not one company, not two companies, but 7 different companies. This included JYP, FNC, Woollim, Starship Entertainment, TS, Cube, and of course, Big Hit Entertainment. So,
I'm about to put my resume into Big Hit Entertainment.
Fuck it.
why did Jungkook, given the choice of all these big companies, decide to go with the relatively smaller company, Big Hit? The answer was simple. Because he thought, and I quote, RM was cool, so I wanted to sign with them. That brings the number of members to 5. The next member of BTS was just as surprised to find Big Hit as Big Hit was to find him, and it almost didn't happen. Kim Tae-young was always passionate about music, and it was always his dream to pursue it as a career. However, it was hard, as his family was poor, his parents being humble farmers. His father told him that if he was passionate about music, he should learn an instrument, and he did, spending 3 years practicing with a saxophone. One day, one of his friends decided to audition for Big Hit Entertainment when they were holding auditions in his hometown of Daegu. Tae-young, being a good friend, came with him to keep him company. But when one of the team members in charge of the audition saw Tae-young, he encouraged him to audition as well. With nothing to lose, He did. That day, he was the only one in Daegu to move on to the next round of auditions, and eventually became a trainee for Big Hit Entertainment. They decided...
Big move,
Literally
man.
just sitting around.
Literally.
I wish, like, why can't that be around where I'm at? Like, wow.
To keep him as a surprise member and didn't want to reveal him as one of the members until his debut. In the same vein, Big Hit had him choose something mysterious for his stage name. He decided to go with V for victory. Here seems like a nice round number to stop, right? 6 members for a new hip-hop group, 3 rappers and 3 vocalists. It seems like a complete group, but still there was something missing. Someone was missing. Someone that could take this already great group of artists and push it even further to achieve perfection. A powerhouse. Someone so naturally talented that they could stand out in a room full of already talented artists. This project that Big Hit had embarked upon needed a capstone.
Jimin.
Park Jimin was a naturally talented dancer. When he was in middle school, he attended a dance academy and continued to pursue dance at Busan High School of Arts, where he studied contemporary dance and was the top student in the whole modern dance department.
Top student. I mean, he coming through with the fucking moves naturally.
Keep doing the same move.
The
I gotta
wavy.
learn something else, man. Keep starting off like that. Gotta do something else.
Go take a dance class.
Impressed by his raw talent, a teacher encouraged him to audition for Big Hit Entertainment, who were holding auditions in Busan. He was only 16 when he passed the audition and moved to Seoul to become a trainee. He was the final member of the group, and he also had the shortest training period. Interesting to note is that the group feels very much ragtag because, in a sense, with the exception of Jimin and J-Hope, it was. RM auditioned for Big Hit because he didn't pass his auditions with the first company he chose. And despite their amazing talent, Suga and Jungkook didn't win the competitions they were in, but they signed on to Big Hit after the fact because of their high-quality performances. V never even planned on auditioning and just decided to do it on a whim, and they literally just found Jin on the streets. But perhaps it was fate, because this was the group that they chose. And just like that, in
Had to be fate. Moving work, man, had to be fake.
2012, the newly created 방탄소년단, the Bulletproof Boy Scouts, or simply BTS, was 7.
저도 아침에 리허설 때 이거 보고 많이 웃었습니다.
They had the group, but they still needed the music. In early 2013, they set out to create some social media presence for themselves before officially debuting, posting song covers on both SoundCloud and YouTube, which you can still go watch today. In May, Big Hit launched a countdown clock on their website in preparation for BTS's debut album, complete with a trailer and a ton of promotional material, including photos for the first time of all the members in the official...
This is what I mean by when you drop music. You see how this for their first, I mean, like how they did all this shit?
Yeah.
They did hella shit.
lineup.
Promo. That's how you should do it. You drop one song.
Finally, the big day came. June 12, 2013, BTS held a press conference and a debut showcase where they performed their 2 singles, No More Dream and We Are Bulletproof Part 2. The same day, the Too Cool for School album, as well as the music video for No More Dream, were released. The very next day, BTS performed the song again on their official debut stage on Mnet's M Countdown.
Oh.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before the big...
But they spent some fucking money. They know they found a new group. Like, wow, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. This shit lit.
Surprising as hell.
Learning way more about them.
This was the world's first taste of BTS. Commercially, the album didn't do extraordinarily well. The lead single, No More Dream, peaked at 124 in Korea, and the album sold only 24,000 copies during its first year. Bulletproof Part 2 didn't even chart. The first year wasn't all that great for BTS, but despite everything, people saw them. People saw the sparkle in their eyes and their limitless potential. And they were hot, of course. On July 9th, ARMY was established as BTS's official fandom. They made their comeback only 2 months later in September when
Army. The Army, man.
they released their single, No, along with their EP, part 2 of what would be their school trilogy, Oh, Are You Late 2. In the music video for the single, they made a commentary on the harsh Korean education system, along with their previous themes of hopes and dreams. No peaked at 92 in Korea, but also quickly fell off the charts. The album debuted at number 4 on the Gaon Weekly chart and was the 55th best-selling album in South Korea that year. This
55th? Whoa.
was enough to secure them the coveted New Artist of the Year award at the Melon Music Awards, the Golden Disc Awards, and the Seoul Music Awards. Part 3 of the School trilogy was released in February of 2014, the EP School Love Affair. This time, the lead single was Boy in Love. And the other single being Just One
That shit
Day.
hard.
The album, as well as both singles, enjoyed moderate success, with the album topping the Gaon album chart as well as making its first international appearance at number 3 on the Billboard World Albums chart. The album also marked their first distinctive change in theme, focusing more on school life and young love, as evidenced by their Boy in Love music video. They also held their first fan meetings with a crowd of 3,000 in Seoul. BTS was doing well. That is, until July. This is, unfortunately, a dark chapter in the lives of BTS and ARMY. That's right. American Hustle Life. I'm joking, of course, but American Hustle Life was a reality show put together by Mnet that brought BTS to Los Angeles, where they had the unique opportunity to learn the true ways of hip-hop from the...
Damn. What's the show called?
This is, unfortunately, a dark chapter in the lives of BTS and ARMY. That's right. American Hustle Life. I'm joking, of course, but American Hustle Life was a reality show put together by Mnet that brought BTS to Los Angeles, where they had the unique opportunity to learn the true ways of hip-hop from the masters. And it was a pretty darn cringy opportunity, but an opportunity nonetheless. Whatever you do, just don't watch the Warren G version of Boy in Love. You've been warned. However, cringe and all, the trip proved fruitful for BTS, making connections, performing their first US concert for free in front of 200
Free?
fans, as well
They said 200? I'm skipping my bad. I'm sorry.
reality show put together by Mnet that brought BTS to Los Angeles, where they had the unique opportunity to learn the true ways of hip-hop from the masters. And it was a pretty darn cringy opportunity, but an opportunity nonetheless. Whatever you do, just don't watch the Warren G version of Boy in Love. You've been warned. However, cringe and all, the trip proved fruitful for BTS, making connections, performing their first US concert for free in front of 200 fans, as well as their first appearance at KCON. The next month, in August, BTS released their first full-length studio album, Dark and Wild. The album featured 2 singles, Danger and War of Hormones. The album featured a marked shift in sound with a touch of R&B and electronica. It was met with moderate success. It peaked at number 2 in Korea, selling over 200,000 albums. In October and again in May of the following year, BTS went on their first and second concert tours, known as the Red Bullet Tour, where they visited 13 different countries, including Japan, the Philippines, Australia, the US, Mexico, and many others. They also came out with their first Japanese album in December, Wake Up, featuring many Japanese versions of their songs, as well as original tracks Wake Up and The Stars, followed by a Japan
Every visual is a fucking movie, bro. Big dog.
tour and a solo concert in Korea. Although Dark and Wild got decent attention, they needed something different. They needed something that would shake things up. They got to work. April 29, 2015 was their comeback. When this album was produced, each member had a hand in writing songs for the album. They again changed their sound, from aggressive hip-hop to youthful, colorful styles. And not only their sound, but their image as well. This can be evidenced by their newest EP, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. And just by looking at the album cover, they ditched the dark colors and the bulletproof vest symbol that had become so synonymous with BTS, and replaced it with a simple white and pink background
Did they receive hate for it or something?
overlaid with the title. And then they dropped the single that would change everything. I Need You. It was sentimental, it was hopeful, it was new. Just by looking at the music video, we can see that BTS has also ditched their punk bad boy image and replaced it with a more real, vulnerable, down-to-earth, and useful feel. This proved to be the change that BTS needed for mainstream success. Billboard called it one of the greatest K-pop songs of the decade.
Exactly. They needed that for mainstream success. So I'm trying to tell these rappers around here.
I'm always trying to act tough and I don't know, but just stop trying to
Be you, man.
it charted at number 5 in Korea, and even led them to their first music show win on SBS MTV's The Show. And that wasn't all. They released their second single, Dope, on June 24th, which started off with a poignant line from RM.
어서 와. 방탄은 처음이지?
Welcome. Is this your first time with BTS? And you know what? For a lot of people, it was. In a way, their first studio album and tour can be seen as their stepping stone between old school BTS and new school. In November, they came back with their follow-up EP, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 2, the second EP in what would be dubbed the Youth Trilogy, which featured the single Run. The album focused even more.
Did we react to Run? I don't think we did.
I don't think.
Let us know if y'all want to see Run in the comments.
Or let us know that if we did it or not.
On the frivolity, friendship, and carefree attitude that comes with enjoying one's youth. But just like in I Need You, contrasted that with suffering, depression, loneliness, society, and the stark and sometimes dark reality of life. Compare this with the far cry of the No More Dreams music video. It felt real. It was darker, grittier, more humble, more meaningful, and most importantly, RM lost his mohawk. Run also connected narratively with their previous single, I Need You, and another video released in September.
I ain't hold on, let me see.
You didn't see the beginning of the video?
More meaningful, and most importantly, RM lost his mohawk. Run also connected narratively with their previous single, I Need You, and another video released in September titled On Stage Prologue established what would come to be known as the BTS universe, or the BU.
Google Ads can help you find new customers, no matter how they search for your business.
Which would eventually combine music videos, short films, books, short stories, webtoons, and even a mobile game to create a cohesive story. And I won't go down this rabbit hole because there is a lot to digest.
They got a mobile game? Try that game.
Fuck. Oh, excuse my language. What the freak?
Yeah.
It's definitely something to look into if you're a hardcore ARMY. The same month, they kicked off their third tour, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life On Stage Tour, where they performed songs from their two recent EPs, Part 1 and Part 2. And Part 2 was a hit, their biggest so far. It topped the weekly Gaon album and Billboard World Albums charts. And on Billboard, it stayed there for multiple weeks, the first K-pop act to do so. It also appeared on the Billboard 200 albums chart, not world albums, which is reserved for foreign non-English songs, but simply the top 200 albums, peaking at 171. Which is kind of amazing considering that this was back in 2015. They also received Best World Performer at the 17th Mnet Asian Music Awards. This brings us to Part 3 of the Youth Trilogy.
Yeah, I be seeing so many comments, they be like, they got over 3,000 trophies or 300 is one of them. I be seeing.
It ain't none with 200. More
Some.
than 200.
Yeah, for sure.
The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever, released on May 2nd, 2016, which featured probably my favorite BTS album cover. Young Forever was actually a compilation album of parts 1 and 2, so it was mostly the same songs, but it was notable that it had some new singles, Epilogue, Young Forever, Fire, and Save Me. The latter two performed exceptionally well, with both songs topping the Billboard World Digital Songs chart. This was also the second BTS album to chart on the Billboard 200 at 107, and it topped both the Gaon weekly and monthly chart, which earned BTS their first Daesang. Album of the Year.
Album of the Year, RM.
At the 8th Melon Music Awards.
He looked like he finna cry.
They went
Man, big accomplishment.
on to do the second half of their tour, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life On Stage Epilogue, selling out many of their concerts and even selling out KCON in the US where they headlined the event. In September, they dropped their second Japanese album, Youth, featuring Japanese versions of tracks from their previous 3 EPs, which went gold and peaked at #1 on Japanese charts. And only a month later, in October of 2016, it happened. BTS dropped their second studio album, Wings. It sold over 500,000 copies in its first week, Billboard 200, the highest ever charting K-pop album on Billboard. They ended up selling 1.5 million copies in South Korea.
Bruh.
I thought I heard 6.
What?
It should have been 1.7.
This is crazy, bro. That's a lot, bro. You know, they got real supporters.
Real life,
in 2016 alone, and it netted them the Artist of the Year award at the Mnet Asian Music Awards that same year, the first non-Big Three artist ever to receive that award.
수상자는
After Blood, Sweat, and Tears, they were on a roll. BTS was unstoppable. In February of 2017, they released the instant hit Spring Day, which, quoting a Korean reviewer, embodied nostalgia and sorrow and opened a new chapter in BTS's aesthetics and lyricism and attracted fans across generational boundaries. Which, by the way, is still on Korean charts.
I think so, because, like, look. You making music that's actually about something and making real music.
Y'all actually told yourself y'all gotta make music for radio play. Y'all wanna make no.
Like,
man, just
y'all changed all that just so y'all can be where y'all at right now. It's crazy.
Look where y'all
After nearly 4 years, and the same day I'm writing this, it ranked number 53 on Melon. It won Song of the Year at the 9th Melon Music Awards. After the release of Spring Day, they went on yet another tour, the 2017 BTS Live Trilogy, Episode 3, The Wings Tour. The tickets sold out within minutes, including in the United States, the first K-pop artist to do so, and went on to win Best Social Art.
If BTS ever come to Chicago, Illinois, we're gonna pull up.
Look how happy they are.
We're gonna pull up for a vlog. I don't know, that girl's famous. Who are these girls?
But look how happy they is for
right?
BTS. Like that's
for real. The girl right there looking like. Look at that.
Artist at the Billboard Music Awards, the first for a Korean artist, but they would go on to win this award 4 years in a row. The next year was a period of massive growth for both the group's popularity as well as their style. They released the Love Yourself series, starting with Love Yourself Her in September of 2017, Love Yourself Tear in May of 2018, and Love Yourself Answer in August of 2018. 3 albums that gave us some of the most classic BTS songs that we know and love today, such as Mic Drop, Fake Love, Euphoria, Idol, and of course,
artists.
Alright, man, we're gonna wrap the video up right there. There's the camera. Sorry for not being able to make it a full video, but part 2 will be coming out soon. So get this video to 1,000 likes.
Man,
it's gonna be out.
Man, we really.
It's gonna be out anyway. You know it's gonna be out. I ain't even gonna do that. It's gonna be out soon.
But we learned some new stuff today, man. Like I fucking love this group, man. Like so much stuff they came down from nothing. It's people in that group wasn't even dancing, just went with their friends to an audition, was like, hey man, you come audition.
Right.
And then all of a sudden nobody make it to the next round but you that wasn't even there. It's just so much exciting stuff.
So much crazy stuff, like how they noticed that they had to change for them to get like mainstream, like they
that's good as hell. Like that's
good
smart.
thing they noticed, and like dude noticed, he was like, I want to make the hip hop group for the youth, like so they can have somebody to look up to and shit, you know, like big dog status, man.
Like kids, Bob.
Big dog status, man. But hey, that was the reaction to The Most Beautiful Life Goes On, the story of BTS 2021 update part 1.
You know what I'm saying? It's QCA Sean, man. I love the reaction.
Love the reaction, man. It was great, man. But let us know what y'all want us to react to next, man. Official Ace, we almost at 7K.
In real life, man. Like y'all really showing us love. Continue to show love. We got y'all.
7K, man. We
y'all
on,
really,
man.
y'all making us big, man. Y'all make us excited to get up in the morning.
For real, man.
Talk,
We're gonna drop a couple videos today, man. But hey, Official Ace, man.
It's QCA Sean.
We gone.